Hey, Jeff here. I've been doing some of these 10-day shreds I've talked about in the past, and actually we call them Shred 10. One of the things about that, I've been a fitness professional for about 20 years as personal trainer, and my weight was creeping up on me. It was getting to be about 200 pounds. I've really been a lifelong exerciser, and for me, for a 48-year-old, for my height, 200 pounds was just getting to be too much. I was noticing it in my stomach. It wasn't like I was getting too overweight, but it was just something I need to get control over. And in the past, I've always exercised, I've always eaten fairly well. But one thing the 10-day shred did for me was let me realize what it was that was triggering different things. For example, you give up alcohol for 10 days, you don't eat after 7 or after 6, you watch your sugar intake, all those type of things. For me, even with alcohol, I do enjoy beer. I'm not an ultra-light drinker. I do enjoy beer with some taste to it. But I have given up alcohol for periods of time in the past, for Lent, for example, that's 40 days, and really never lost any weight. But I still did that for 10 days. The one thing I did notice on the shred, dropping those 10 pounds, and I did drop about 10 pounds, was the eating after 6 o'clock. That was big. And that's something that everyone really needs to take a look at. Because the reality is when we eat in the evenings, it typically isn't going to be a bowl of fruit or an apple or sliced peppers with some hummus. What are we going to snack on in the evenings? It's going to be probably ice cream, chips, dip, those type of things, those feel-good foods. And when you cut that out, when you give your body that time in the evening, going through the night and sleeping, then it can process all the food that you have in you. You get up in the morning, you drink a big glass of water on an empty stomach, and then you start your day with a good, complete shake. Things start to change. And I did lose that 10 pounds, but more importantly, one thing I found is I've been able to keep those 10 pounds off. How many times and how many people do you talk to, maybe you're one of them, they lose weight, 10, 15, 20 pounds, only to put it back on because maybe they've done something that really isn't right, or they don't know what to do to maintain that weight loss. I've talked in the past, you can go back in videos and they can talk about the maintenance stage. Very important because it doesn't do you much good to lose weight if you're just going to go back to bad habits. Now I can tell you, do I never eat anything after 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock? I'll be honest with you, there are times when I do. But I'm more conscious of that now than ever before. Whereas if I really don't want something, I'm not going to have it because I know that's going to be better for me. Now, example of real life is I went the other evening with my daughter to get an ice cream, and it was 8:30. The thing is, I didn't do that every night. That was the first time I've done something like that in a very, very long time. I'm not perfect in what I do. None of us are going to be. If you want to be a fitness model, that's a whole different thing. But for those of us, for me, for example, 48 years old, I want to be healthy. I want to be able to do things that I want to do. I'm just going to be the normal, average, everyday person who watches what they eat, exercises, and if you want some information on this 10-day shred or Shred 10, I'd be happy to help you out. I'll be doing another one coming up here. Great time to do it, maybe before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. All right, have a good one. We'd love for you to follow this YouTube channel and pass it along to your friends.